And sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Well, James Harden, he rewarded Houston with not an offense, but huge defensive effort to close out Game 7 against the Thunder last night. Harden's block shot means the Rockets will now move on to the second round and a date with LeBron's Lakers. Houston won 2 out of 3 in the regular season matchup.
2 or 3.
Will be an underdog in the bubble. Chill out, Marcellus.
2 or 3?
LeBron's
majority.
LeBron said with Harden and Russell Westbrook, it, quote, start with the two-headed monster. Joined once again by CB. CB, I'm going to you first. Are you giving the Rockets any chance against them Lakers?
No, none. I got the Lakers in 5. Now, I hope I'm wrong because I want to see a really dramatic, exciting series. And I think the Rockets can make the games fun to watch and exciting. But can they beat the Lakers in 7 games? No. And I think their size is going to be a problem. We know they play small, obviously. The Lakers have huge size. And the Lakers showed me something against Portland. They showed me that they can guard the perimeter a lot better than they did early on in the bubble. And if they can guard McCollum and Damian Lillard, then they can make it tough on Harden and the rest of those guys. Harden's going to get his, don't get me wrong, but the Lakers can deal with their perimeter game. So I just think the Lakers have too much for them. They're obviously well rested. Now Portland has gotten their attention, so they're going to be ready to come out and put the foot on Houston's throat. Another thing I don't like, guys, I know James Harden, I give him props for not hanging his head and stepping up with that huge block shot. But it was yet another game, a critical playoff game, where James Harden was turned in a clunker.
Say it twice.
It
a
happens
clunker.
too much. He didn't want the three-point ball. He didn't look. The only time I saw him look like that James Harden swag was after he blocked the shot when he stared out into the crowd or the blackness of the night or whatever was in there he was looking at. All right, but otherwise, he was getting rid of the ball quickly. He wasn't dancing at the three-point line, trying to get that step back. He didn't look like he wanted that moment, and that's what concerns me if this does go to a tough 6 or 7 game.
Look, I'm not betting a house on it, but I'm certainly going to spend some of my spare change on the Rockets got a good chance, and it could be a great chance based on how they play the Lakers. One, they've already beat them 2 out of 3, and one of those games was against with a lineup that no one was over 6'6", and we all know they're going to lose the rebounding battle. But they shoot the 3, which means long rebounds, which gives them a chance and an edge, but also the backcourt defenders for the Lakers. So what they're going to do is force a lineup the Lakers don't like. At least Anthony Davis does it, because they're going to put Anthony Davis at center. LeBron got to be out there, right? And they're going to have 3 guards. What's 3 guards? That's going to get 8 up, because Westbrook averages 38 points a game against the Lakers, and James Harden will return to form. So this is how you beat the Lakers with this small ball lineup.
You don't.
Take it as a big man. Nobody likes chasing around them little rabbits all day long. And if you look at this situation now, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and 3 guards out there, what's going to happen if they hit their 3-pointers? I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're 22-3 when they go out there and shoot the 3 ball and hit 18 or more. They did that against the Lakers twice. So if they can hit their 3 ball, woo, the Lakers already know what that feels like. They lost to them a couple times. That's the only chance.
The difference is this, Marcel. Here's what I learned, CB. You got to watch Marcellus. That's what I learned sitting next to this dude. He'll give you stats, but he won't add the context.
No.
Okay?
That's your fault.
LeBron ain't playing one of them 3 games. AD ain't playing the other of the 3 games. And the other of the 3 games, that was the first time playing small ball. I think Frank Vogel has learned. The first time the Lakers played the small ball lineup, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, the other 2 bigs, they only combined for 20 minutes. They were sitting there trying to chase them little kids around. But what do they always say? Big people beat up little people. I made the same mistake you're making, Marcellus, so I understand how you can make it. I once did the same thing. Who's going to guard Dame, I said. Who's going to guard CJ, I said.
Not the same.
Who going to guard Bron and who going to guard AD?
Not the same.
That is the issue at hand. You think about it. What do they say? The best defense is a good offense. If the Lakers try to play, how are we going to guard all these little people? That's the mistake they made on January 18th, the first time they saw the Rockets. This time around, the Lakers going to be like, wait a second. What y'all gonna do about our bigs? What y'all gonna do about our size? The Rockets will have no answer. But beyond that, Russell Westbrook, 2 games ago, MIA. Last game showed up. James Harden, last game MIA. It's not as if those 2 dudes are even hitting their full stride. So what it comes down to is Rockets might take a game. I have them taking game 2. But past that, they ain't gonna make it.
Best defense in the bubble.
Boys.
Best defense in the bubble. Celtics and Rockets.
You don't even believe
Just
that.
letting you know.
You don't even believe that.
I don't. Right.
Coming up, we'll ask KC's #1 fan, Uncle Jimmy.